Rocket Idiots. We're here with another fucking banger, and we're kind of like just shit talking already. So we're gonna see what Mike has planned for us. He's been wanting to show show me this video.
I want to see actual reactions to this. Hold on.
So put this in context real quick. We are starting a conversation about the whole Chris Rock and Will Smith event.
Getting the taste slap out of his mouth by Will Smith. Yeah.
He got fucked up. What? He got that. He got sent back to Bel Air.
All right,
Chris Rock got rocked.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's your cue.
Hang on, I gotta open it up myself.
Are you ready for this? I gotta turn my music off. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
If you didn't see the Oscars, Chris Rock got himself in a hairy situation. He shined a light on female alopecia, while Jada's head shined a light on everything else. Chris was making fun of Jada's baldy, but seriously, how is Will supposed to get turned on if she has a woman's haircut? Now, I'm not saying that he's gay. He likes women, specifically ones that swim for Penn. All I'm saying is last night wasn't the first time Will fondled another man to make Jada happy. And Will's hand that struck Chris Rock was actually a metaphor for his relationship with Jada. Open when he wanted it to be closed. But let's be honest. Last night, Will Smith looked like he was from the streets of Philadelphia. And Jada looked like she was from the movie. Now, after all that drama, Will Smith still took home an Oscar. I'm talking about the award, not a Mexican guy to fuck his wife while he watched in the corner. Will won the Oscar for Best Actor. People were saying it was for the Lifetime Achievement Award, and no, that's not it. That Oscar goes to the plumber that unclogged Jada's shower drain. I am tired of people not giving Jada enough credit. Okay, it was actually Jada that helped Will get in character for King Richard. Because when she gives blowjobs, her head looks like a bouncing tennis ball.
Oh my god!
Will was probably under the influence. No, okay, he doesn't drink or do drugs. This is the only time he's ever smoked a rock in his life. Now, don't feel bad for Chris Rock, okay? He was finally part
Shit
of a
finally
hit
turned
one
on.
people will watch. Give Chris Rock some damn credit, okay? He took that smack like a champ. And next year, he's going to be ready. Okay, he'll have more bobs and weaves than Jada's wig collection. A lot of people are saying this never happened during Oscars So White. Exactly. Okay? The white Oscars are mind-numbingly boring. Or as Jada would call it, a relationship with Will.
Oh my god.
Okay? Because if there was going to be one chick at the Oscars with a hair loss disease that doesn't understand humor, I would assume it'd be Amy Schumer. Well, let this be a lesson to you. If you want to keep your wife's name out of other people's mouths, make sure to keep your hands off comedians. What's up, everybody? Well,
I fucking love it, dude. That was great. That was great.
That was 2.5 minutes of just fire.
Hell yeah, it was. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Now what's
Fired every shot he could.
Now what's everybody's take on Will Smith smacking Chris Rock?
Okay.
Mm.
So there's a couple ways to look at it.
Go
Look at
ahead.
it your way. That's the idea.
Okay.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, just your way. Just your opinion.
So I
Only
look at
your opinion.
So, yes, I understand why he did it in defending her, but at the same time, I feel like it was the wrong place, wrong time. But damn, was it funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Memphis?
Okay, I understand where Will's coming from. I get it. You know, because I feel like Will doesn't want it to be an open relationship, but at the same time, you it's a whatever kind of thing. It's fucking Hollywood. What do you expect? All right. But having somebody go upstage and talk about it, and you don't. But I mean, at the same time, Will Smith laughed at the joke. That's what I don't understand. Will Smith laughed at it, and then once he saw that Jada didn't like it, that's when it all changed. And then I understand keep my wife's name out of your mouth. I get that because it was only for Will Smith. It wasn't supposed to be a roast for everybody else in his whole family. It was only supposed to be for Will Smith and him only because he was the winner of the Oscar, nobody else.
Okay.
Because I feel like even me, you bring my family into it, that's a problem. You know, like that's my family. But at the same time, you have an open relationship and it's public. You can't. You hear worse shit on the internet. You can't sit there and get mad over something somebody said over TV because everybody says something else worse in like everywhere else. Why get that mad now?
Right. Okay. What about you, Mike?
You guys ever been to a comedy show where there's a heckler in the crowd?
What's a heckler?
Someone in the crowd that talks shit to the comedian, and usually the comedian.
I've only been to one. I don't know. Wait, have I been? I've only been to one comedian show. No.
All right. So usually when there's a heckler in the crowd, the comedian crushes the person. Usually.
Right.
And to the point where the drunk guy either charges the stage or something. He gets escorted out. One of two things happens. He gets kicked in the fucking teeth by the guy standing on stage, or security tackles him on the ground and beats him to death. So, that being said, this is Chris Rock's job is to make jokes.
Yeah.
That's his job. It does not give you the right to go up there and slap the fucking taste out of his mouth for making a joke.
Right.
Every year at the Oscars, someone in particular falls victim to a joke. Every year. Yeah. I mean, look at when Ricky Gervais did it. It was just jokes, just constantly, so, and nothing happened to him because they just went, "Oh man, that's offensive," and they would just sit there.
Right. Yeah.
But this one, Chris Rock made a joke about someone in particular, and then. Yeah, just like Memphis said, you actually see it in the footage. He laughed at first, and then she kind of gave him the side eye, and then he got up there and slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
And then cried about it afterwards. Like, come on, dude.
Dude, yeah. Well, I was watching the Oscars when that shit happened. It was
because I FaceTimed you that day.
Yeah, you were FaceTiming me, and like right before, like right after we got off the phone, it happened like 30 minutes later, probably. And like the thing is, why? See, like I don't think Will should have done that like at all, like whatsoever. No matter what it was, he's a comedian for real. Chris Rock's a comedian, but even if he's not a comedian, what does that say about yourself that you're gonna make that offend you so much? You know what I mean? Like. If you're gonna fight,
yeah,
right?
Like your woman's getting dicked down by everybody else in Hollywood. Why does it matter?
But like, if
keep my wife's name out your mouth, well, keep your wife out of other people's mouth. Just saying.
If like, even if it's just a random, even if it was a random person on the street, it just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It says a lot about. It says a lot about. I think it says a lot about someone that would just randomly hit someone because they said something that means nothing that you're not going to remember in 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 days, 3 days, a week. You're just gonna be like, "Oh, I remember that fuck face." You're not gonna. And then that's making a decision. It shows.
Because if somebody walks up to me and says your girlfriend's a fat dirty bitch, I'ma fucking punch you in your mouth. That's just what it is. You
But
know?
why though? Why violence?
Because you just,
though?
why
Why-
why
and why can't she defend herself?
Wait.
And why can't she defend herself?
Why does the person have to come up and say that? Why do they need why do they have the feeling to come up to me and say that?
Because of freedom of speech, bro.
And exactly, I got.
You can go
and
and
I
speak-
have freedom to punch them in my mouth. Punch them
No,
in their
you
mouth.
don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
No.
I mean, that's
No, hold
assault.
on.
That's
Listen,
assault, bro.
listen, motherfucker.
That's-
It might be assault, but I have the right to do
But
it. That doesn't
it's the-
mean I don't have consequences, but I have the right to do it. I have the right to shoot
No.
that motherfucker in his face, but I'll get put
No.
in prison for it. Yes, it's
No.
right. I can do that shit. I
No.
can. I can go grab a gun out of anywhere, shoot them in their mouth. That doesn't mean I'll get away with it, but I can still do it.
Okay, well, you need to know what a right is and what a not a right is. An actual right.
An actual
is not a right. That-
is given
no.
to me by a human, just as me as
Memphis,
myself. Rights
listen, that's
rights
not
are
as
laws
that-
in a human society that were given to us.
Okay,
That,
so
that
that's
is
not
our
a right.
consequences
That's not a right.
of our
That's-
choices
that-
that were
that-
given
that's
to
not
us
a-
by our pre.
That's not a right. That's not a right, though.
Yeah.
That's not a right.
If I
There's
can do it-
there's no law that says if someone calls your woman a fat hooker, you can shoot him in the face. You can punch him in the mouth. No, that's not a right.
Okay. I have the right to do
And
whatever
it's
I want.
well, that's your opinion, but you don't. Actually, that's the reality. You don't. No one does. You can't just do whatever the hell you want. That's not the
You
like.
have
It,
consequences for what you do. It doesn't mean you don't have the right to do what you want. You have consequences for what you do.
but back on to what I was saying is, it says a lot about someone that would just punch someone for no reason. Because what's the reason? For one, if your lady had if your fiance, if your significant other had a problem with it, she should say something. If that's really what it is, because it's directed towards her.
And then what-
If it
what
got
they
to
get
a point, if it got to a point to where it got physical, then you step in. But your significant other could defend themselves 100% with words, as much as they did. They use the words, you use words back. That's it. Nothing has to. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Cannons, you got a little dick. Have a nice day.
Or it literally it's just childish stuff. That's all it is. It's just being a child, you know. You can't be a child forever in the world and just be like, oh, I'm gonna punch you because you said this, or I'm gonna do this because you said this, or I'm gonna shoot your whole family because you said this. Like, no, that's just stupid. Like, what is that gonna solve? Like, what's really gonna solve that? Of you being behind bars and not seeing the woman you defended. Oh shit! Guess who the dumb one is? You are.
Oh, this guy.
You are. You're the dumb one. You're the.
Fuck, but-
And it also says for someone to just randomly snap on someone for making a joke. What happens behind closed doors? That's the real question. What happens behind closed doors? That's the real question here. Because like, even if she gave him a look, that look could have been she's annoyed. But guess what? It's an annoying joke because she doesn't want to hear it. It doesn't mean she wants, hey babe, go slap that dude in the mouth. She was probably like, oh, that's annoying. I've heard it 100 times, or
I
heard
was
it joke
talking
about my hair.
bar
What was the
scenario.
rapper's-
I wasn't talking about in front of the whole world.
What was the rapper's name that she was involved with?
August.
I can't.
Was it in August? Or was that an NBA player?
No, it's August. Okay, so you know how this conversation went down? That side eye look went down.
Yeah.
After he made the joke and Will laughed, she gave him the side eye and went, August wouldn't let him say that. And that's immediately what, like, Will stood up and went up there and just slapped the fuck shit out of him. Like, that's all that was said. August wouldn't let that happen. And then Will stood up and took care of business. That's I would be willing to put money on it that that's what happened.
Right. Yeah. I mean, see, I could see. I honestly, I see
a
it
couple
as,
of words to twist a man in half, just like, just like.
yeah. And honestly, it shows how, like, in the whole, honestly, Will Smith was had the privilege to literally walk up and slap a comedian in the face and walk away safely.
And no,
I'm just saying,
nobody,
that
no security.
that wouldn't happen.
Rock didn't move.
And-
He just let
And
it
if
happen.
you're sitting in the front, and if you sit in the front, if you're sitting in the front in the Oscars, or the Grammys or anywhere, you're
Got
gonna
a tooth.
you're gonna be roasted. You're gonna get
Yeah.
roasted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what if-
everyone knows.
What if you
First
caught
eye.
a tooth? What if you?
Let's
What
take
if
a
you?
shot.
Give me that.
Take a
What,
shot
what
real
if,
quick,
what
boys.
if you were there and you caught a tooth, the tooth of Chris
Take a
Rock?
shot.
How
Wait,
fast?
wait, Jordan, wait, motherfucker! Nobody else has their shot ready. You gonna try to take a shot without everybody else ready? You fucking slut!
Yeah. What if you caught a tooth? Would you? How fast would that be on eBay?
Already did.
Chris Rock's tooth from.
That night,
Oh my god.
that night, it's being on eBay.
Oh yeah.
Be like
Yeah.
Oscars tonight, $7,000. Chris Rock.
Chris
tooth.
Rock's left molar from Will Smith beating the shit out of him. It's on eBay, $400,000.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I think that it's gonna. I don't know. It's definitely. It shows. I think it show. I was listening to a podcast. It shows that I can't remember who. My coworker. Well, actually, he's my supervisor, but coworker. He listens to a podcast when he drives, and he was listening to this podcast. It was like a fitness podcast, but they were talking about this, and he was just like, it shows a lot of people that look at celebrities as role models, as they're
Yeah.
like they're supposed to be role models, right? And then they act like buffoons like that. And why for when he's 40, 50 years old? Bro, why are you acting like a high schooler? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And don't go to a Dave Chappelle stand-up, bro. Just stay away from Dave Chappelle because you are going to lose
Crushed.
that battle.
Yeah,
You're gonna lose that battle.
you will get destroyed.
Yeah, like you better be
Now, hold
glad it
on.
was
Now-
Chris Rock
Now hold on.
and not like Dave Chappelle.
You think Dave Chappelle? Now, do you think if Dave Chappelle would have done the same exact thing, you think Will Smith would have went up there?
He would have been hesitant because I think anyone should know, if anyone knows Dave Chappelle or watched anything with Dave Chappelle, he will knock a motherfucker out. And that's just it.
Well, that he's probably going to swing back,
Or Bernie
And then-
Sanders?
Yeah.
and then Will probably get escorted out at that point. And then once
Yeah,
Will gets
yeah.
escorted out, Dave's going to pick the mic back up, and then he's going to continue to roast his
I
ass.
feel like Bernie
he's
Sanders
gonna
would
ro-
just fucked him up though. If it was Bernie Sanders, it would have just been just no escort, just straight knockout of Will Smith. Like Bernie Sanders would have fucked his shit up, dude.
Where did Bernie
real.
Sanders come into this
Yeah,
place?
motherfucker, why are you coming up on my motherfucking stage like that? I'll fuck you up, boy.
I actually
I
saw
think,
something about
I
Dave
think-
Chappelle. I saw a video today about how Chris Rock and Kevin Hart went to a comedy club to practice, like to stand up in front of a crowd and like do their practice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle showed up afterwards, after they had made notes for each other and all that stuff for their stand-up sessions and stuff like that. Dave Chappelle just walked in with a cigarette and just walked up on stage and started doing his thing. And both of them simultaneously threw their notes out and went, "We are trash." This man just walked in
Yeah,
here. This man here walked in, no notes, nothing, just off the cuff, just just killed it. And
Well, it's
we are
because-
horrible.
Well, what I think it is like I like Chris Rock. Kevin Hart used to be my favorite. Dave Chappelle is now my favorite for sure. But what it is like Dave Chappelle, no matter how famous he's gotten, he's making sure he still lives life. You know what I mean? He still goes in.
remained
He
almost the same
finds the
comedian, even like no matter how popular he is, he's almost the same guy
Wait, did we take our shots on
He-
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
even in 2022
Yeah, take a shot.
2022 he literally
shot Jordan?
he will literally still go and make jokes LGBT community, trans people, and he will literally be like, yo bro, I don't have any fucking problem with any of you guys, but I know you guys hate that I do this, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So and he's like, I don't give a fuck. He's
Gotta
like,
push the
but he'll let everyone know before I'm with all equality, women's rights, etc. You know, he'll let everyone know, but then he'll be like, but I like to fuck with you. And his like best friend, she died and she was trans, and the way they met was, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but like
Comedy show.
if it was-
He
yeah, she was in the back, and he was making trans jokes, and he thought she was getting pissed off, and she came up to him and was like, "I love your fucking show." And like he said, she laughed the hardest. She was like, and it was all trans jokes, and he was like really worried she was gonna get mad. And the whole time she was like, "Keep doing what you're doing." And I think what it is just comedians. Comedians like that, they're awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like middle ground comedians.
Yeah.
Like how do I put it? I know you don't like I don't want to say don't like you some of the things that Rogan does. You're not huge on Jordy. I know that.
Yeah.
But as far as his stand up, I'm not talking about his podcast. I'm talking about his stand up.
Mm-hmm.
His stand up, he swings both directions. Like
Right.
he does not care either direction.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Either direction he's swinging on. And I like that rapid fire, like middle ground, everyone's a target around me type of comedy.
Right.
I'm not like you can clearly tell that they're not putting beliefs in their comedy. It's just they're making it funny.
Right.
When there is a political background to comedy, it's just not funny anymore. It makes me want to turn it off because it's outplayed. It's just I'm over it. You know what I mean? We've been doing this for years, and it just further divides people. But when you get a comedian that goes up there and just takes a swing on this people, then this people, then this people, and this people, and this people, like everybody, it's like
It's the Eminem of comedy.
It's the funny components of everything, not just this. And just let's keep pounding on this, but ignore what's going on over here as far as all the funny shit that's happening here, and just keep hitting this. It's I don't like that. So like I think as a comedian, Rogan's a pretty heavy hitter. Obviously, he has other shit, and he has his podcast and stuff, which is obviously insane right now. But but like just if you look at his comedy, no one's safe. Kind of similar to Chappelle. I think he kind of takes like a little bit of a cue from Chappelle in a lot of ways that no one's safe. Anybody that tries to fuck with him ends up getting hit harder.
Right.
Along with everybody else. You know what I mean? Like he takes that cue from Chappelle. It almost kind of keeps you from getting put into cancel culture. Like you can't be canceled if you just hit them head on.
Fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that I think comedians they know the line. You know what I mean? They know the jokes that are.
Well, that's their job is to be on it. Like their job is to walk that line. That's their.
And that's what they do. But
they know their limits.
I mean, but obviously Will Smith couldn't handle it. Like everyone else in the world can handle it, but he's like, you keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Hey, I thought he was like high or some shit. At first, I thought it was a stunt.
I did too, because Chris Rock was starting a stand up like on the road, like he was starting a tour this Friday, today actually. He's starting a tour today. Yeah, he's starting a tour, but even during the tour, so like a member of the crowd asked him like, "How do you feel about it?" He goes, "I don't know I still haven't processed it yet." He goes, "It's just I haven't even thought about it," and that's like what he carried on with his tour. So I think if it was like a publicity stunt, he would have highlighted it more. But the fact that he's just like, I haven't even processed it yet. It takes the whole stunt factor away from it.
You gotta think they probably know each other personally. Like there's probably relationships there. It's like they're probably not like close, but they're as close as two celebrities can be.
Apologizing to each other and shit.
Well, Will Smith did apologize, but
Will apologize.
We'll put quotation. Yeah, Chris didn't say shit, but Will. It's not really an apology, but he
Is it another Scott kind of situation?
Well, it was. You could tell that he didn't he didn't write that apology, right? It was you could
It wasn't
tell that
sincere.
that his you could tell it wasn't sincere at all. Like it's like a Travis Scott kind of apology, or any other apologies we heard, and they're like, you're like, bro, you're not sorry. You're just sorry. You're just sorry that you did it and got caught. That's it. That's all it is. That's all your reason you're sorry for.
I haven't really seen
But-
a recent apology for things in the past that really was. I don't want to say sincere, but like just like you actually was like, okay, this guy actually means
Scripted.
well.
Right.
I haven't,
Because like the thing is,
of recent years, I haven't seen that in a long time.
it's like, don't do it. You know what I mean? If you feel like you're gonna have to say sorry in the future for it, then why are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I guess times change, and like you
Yeah.
things,
Mr.
things are more
Jordan, not everybody's mind works like your mind, my dude.
Yeah.
Everybody has different minds, because I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm a very explosive person. I can take in a lot.
Oh really?
No,
really?
No, just
Wait,
sit here,
Memphis.
just sit here and listen. Just sit here and listen, motherfucker. I can sit here and I can
You
take a
about to
lot.
explode?
I can sit here and I can take a lot of bullshit and a lot of beating and a lot of mouth running. But once that last bit hits me, it sets off a whole fuse of just like everything that is just built up in the last 3 or 4 hours is about to get thrown in your fucking earlobes. And you're gonna hear it. But that's just how I can't I try. I really do. I really try to not get involved into anything. I really not try and be that kind of person in person. But I'm very explosive person, because I try so hard to keep it all in. But once that one final thing happens, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. I honestly wish a lot of people could see it through my eyes, because if you could see it through my eyes, I feel like you'd understand. Cause it's I don't know, it worries me sometimes. Cause when I explode, it honestly gets out of hand. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I can just stop it. But I'm not also gonna sit here and say that I'm not completely I'm not in control, but I'm not in control at the same time. I know how to throw my hands and fists. But, when I get in that explosive mode, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. And if you've got a certain way how you feel about it, then we can fight it out in the back. And that's just how I feel like when I'm at work. If somebody's got something to say it, and I got what I got to say. But if you want to fight it the fuck out, then we can go out back and we can fight it the fuck out. That's just what it is.
Well,
and then we can go back to work.
That's just, that's just what it is. Look, in my personal opinion, it's just either you should talk to someone about that, or it's just a matter of you realizing you can't do that.
I don't know. You don't understand how much I have grown since I've been.
Well, and that's what it is.
You can ask Michael. I have really tried. My self-control has gotten so much better from when I was younger. Literally, somebody could literally say "fuck you." I turn around and just punch him in the fucking mouth for no reason, just because.
Fuck you.
And
Memphis.
nowadays
Fuck
it's
you.
just like a whatever kind of thing.
Fuck you.
Pussy.
Literally this and I'll give you an example. Middle school, a kid hit me with a tuba. I literally threw him on the ground. We rolled around on the ground for a good 30 seconds. I got on top and just bam, 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 bam.
Hold on. Let me let me go back to that story.
Okay.
A tuba's fucking heavy, dude.
Oh yeah. And that motherfucker hit me. Yeah,
He deserved to get his ass whipped because he hit you with a giant fucking piece of metal.
He's hitting him with, he's hitting you with a weapon. That's different.
I picked him up, threw him on the ground, and we rolled around for a minute.
There's nothing impulsive about that. I think anybody would have beat that kid's ass.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, if you're getting hit with a tuba, that's.
You might have walked up to his dad and hit him in the nut too, right afterwards. Been like, you need to stop procreating because this guy's a dickhead.
Nah, but if people, I used to walk around with a 12 people around me because I just had a lot of friends back then in middle school. And when I was like in the middle of the fight and like on top and just bam, 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 it literally took like 6 people to get me off of him, because I get like that type of way when I get into a fight. I just keep going. I don't know what my limit is. I just go. If you get it, like if you understand. Once I get to that point of anger, it's just anger. Yeah, like y'all can say what y'all want, but it's
No, I'm talking about the chat, not you, not you. It's the chat, dude.
Yeah,
No, I would never. I get to that point and I leave.
Explode on your girlfriend.
I would never do that.
You would never explode on your girlfriend?
No, I'm not gonna sit here and say I've never yelled at my girlfriend, but I would never fucking full on uppercut her in her mouth. No, I'm not gonna do that. No.
I don't think that's the explosion that never.
Oh, you're talking about the cummies, my guy.
Why do I feel
Okay.
like every episode somehow we always
Cummies
revolve
and
back
And you've
to
never
cummies?
blown your meat sauce on her lip gloss. Is that what? That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
damn right, boy.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, well,
You can
neither
cut
should
that out.
she, Kayla. Neither should she.
Yeah, you can cut that out. I'm sorry.
Verbal abuse? Well, if it's that much of abuse, go cry about it somewhere else, because it's verbally. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
I'm still crying about the meat sauce. I'm sorry.
I'm still in the meat sauce too. Memphis is making a buffoon of herself. I feel like.
I'm a piece of shit human being. What else can you do about it, you know?
I think you just need to take another drink, man.
Jordan, what was your question? You said something about me and you didn't finish the question.
Goddamn right.
You have any weird news stories for us?
Oh, that's where you're going.
Yeah.
I closed that out forever ago because I thought we were past it.
No, I was trying to go. I've been trying to go back to it.
I don't have any right now. If you want to go to Michael for a second, give me.
What to say?
I was gonna have a challenge, a game, I guess you
boy.
would say.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Last time we had games, it was fucked.
You said it was fucked. It was fucked. Okay. Trying to think how I want to do this.
Yeah, it's the words aren't directed towards me, Kayla. It's towards somebody else that I love, and I'll fight for whoever. It doesn't matter. You're like, honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you over it all night. I am who I am, and you are who you are. You have your opinions. I have my opinions. That's just how it is. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's no more. After that.
Kayla's a good point though.
Doesn't matter.
Kayla,
You have your opinions. She has her opinions. I have mine. That's just how I live my life. That's how you live your life. I'm fine with that. And if you can't be fine with how I live mine, that's okay. By me too. I don't really care. That's just me, and that's just you. It's whatever.
Facts. How am I? I'm trying to think of shit. I was trying to think of.
Okay, buddy.
I was trying to think of. Fuck.
And back to the video we started here with. We started the episode with full suit of armor, just roasting away. Come on,
Dude, good lord. You said good lord, calm down. Always so soft.
Well, I'm watching chat too. Dear God.
Dude, I'm trying to get my train of thought, but I can't get my train of thought in right now.
Nobody's salty.
Wow.
I'm not mad. I just said I'm not gonna sit here and argue over like I know my opinion. You have yours. That's fine. Y'all can't let it go. That's fine. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I can let shit go. I love to see that nobody else can.
get it, get in there.
Shit. Mike, help me out here.
Okay, sorry. I'm scrolling.
So we
through.
were talking about.
There's a lot of all right. There's a lot of livestock stories.
Oh, livestock? Tomatoes.
Yeah, there's a guy that he made a potbelly pig as an emotional support pet.
Interesting.
Not a dog, a pig.
Interesting.
Guess where he's from?
Like Alabama.
Nope. Try again.
Georgia.
Kentucky.
Nope.
Kentucky?
Where's all the dumb stuff come from?
Texas.
No.
Florida.
Florida? I mean,
there you go. Yeah.
Florida? Okay.
Florida,
Florida was my next pick because it was either Florida. It's either Texas or Florida.
You called every other state.
Well, yeah, but like you said, where's all the dumb shit come from? I was like, okay, then Texas. Then you got Florida.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah, I can't say that.
yeah, you got to.
Did you know that Texas, as a state, owns more privatized tigers than everywhere in the world combined? Just the state of Texas.
God.
Dead serious.
Oh my God.
You can privately own a tiger in Texas.
I want to move to Texas and buy a
The state
tiger.
of Texas, there are more private, or what was it? What was it I was reading? There are more privately owned tigers, in the state of Texas than there are in the wild or something like that. Like it was something like crazy like that.
That's
So much.
insane.
There's just so many, dude. It's so ridiculous.
I'm not breaking into anybody's house in Texas,
Why?
bro.
Because it is
Any
it's legal to
house
own
you
one.
go to, there's gonna have tigers.
Why?
All you do is you apply for a permit. It's a couple $100 thing. You apply for a permit, and
Who needs a tiger though?
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson needs a tiger.
Okay, if you can buy a tiger, why not?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Probably a lot.
Hold on.
Why buy a tiger though? I don't get that.
Dude, I typed in. I just want to point out that I typed in buying a TIG. The first thing that comes
Oh,
up
God.
is buying a tiger in Texas.
They know, bro. They know.
You might
No.
think it's illegal to buy or sell an endangered tiger cub in Texas,
But hey,
but it ain't.
it's not here because I can tell you now. Listen, you want an endangered species? Well, come on down and get you a fresh pick of litter right now.
$500. You can
$500?
buy an orange
What?
Bengal tiger and tie it up in your yard, no questions asked.
And tie it on your. Oh my
A white tiger will cost you $5,000, all perfectly legal in the state of Texas.
Only in Texas.
That's
bro.
a good ass
Only in
price.
Texas.
That is a good ass
Only-
price.
No, like
I'm moving
what?
to Texas and
No.
buying a
You
white
pay
tiger.
more for a pure blood shirt German Shepherd than you do a fucking tiger.
That's some fucked up shit, bro. That's some fucked up
That's
shit.
Babe, we're moving to Texas and buying a tiger.
All right, so
That's some
new
fucked up shit.
New Drunken Idiot Studio is moving to Texas.
No, I don't want to go to Texas. I don't want to go to Texas.
Our headquarters is going to be in Texas, and we're going to have a tiger with the logo painted on him.
Probably somewhere in
No,
Austin.
no.
We're gonna have
Yes.
tigers stained up in the lawn.
No.
Bro, all right, so that's one website. But I'm reading.
If I'm gonna see a tiger, I'm gonna go to Africa. You know, I want to play with those tigers. No.
Those tigers
No.
will eat you.
You know those prices seem pretty ridiculous and pretty far fetched. That's one website, but I'm on the 5th website that has the same matching numbers.
Oh my god, that's
Holy
disgusting.
shit.
500 for an orange, 5,000 for a white.
That's disgusting. Oh my
Tiger Farms
God.
Market is an actual local buyer.
Oh
Pay
my.
here?
It's
Is
it's
it
on
a buy
Yelp.
here, pay here?
It's on Yelp.
Oh my god.
Place you can buy tigers.
Yelp!
Next
You
thing
can
you know,
buy
there's
tigers
a-
from Yelp. That's fucked.
That's more than fucked. All of it's fucked. Being able to own a tiger is fucked.
No,
It's probably Carol Baskin. Yeah,
I'd like
you're
to
right.
own tigers. I would actually love to own a tiger.
They're
I mean-
feel like
majestic.
it
I
should be.
wouldn't.
I feel like it should be more regulated
It's so
than
it's
just
so-
being able to pay at this certain amount of money. I feel like it should go to a certain type of person.
It's
that
so
knows what they're
majestic
doing.
as it's eating my neighbor.
Yes, look at
I
that
wouldn't
beautiful
want-
tiger as it gnaws on my niece's leg.
I don't want a tiger. I don't want a fucking tiger.
Jeez, all I did
No.
was type in recent Florida Man news on Google, and there's so much.
I wonder why Florida. Sheesh.
I'm gonna do the share screen thing again.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So this is
All right.
again in Texas, by the way.
Oh God. Here we go. Okay.
I don't know if you can see it. It might be loading.
I'm wait. Yeah, it's loading.
It's loading. Stream paused.
Says your
It's weird.
Has minimized their application. Sit
I have
tight.
not. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. Oh, right here. Here you go.
Okay.
There we go. What?
My God, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, look, but I would love to have that little baby tiger. Look how cute it is.
It's a company.
That's so
Texas.
fucked.
Like,
Look how cute
look at this.
it is, though. You want one of
It's
those?
so fucked.
Baby, you want one of those?
Oh my
yo, scroll up real quick.
God.
Scroll back
I was
up.
not kidding at all, man. Like this is like a real thing in Texas.
Yo,
Like, you
scroll
can
up.
buy.
Scroll back up to the picture, babe. Babe, if we move to Texas, we
Look
can
at
buy
Memphis.
one of those for $1,600.
No.
Yes.
No.
We can have a whole tiger as a pet, babe. We can get a white tiger for $5,000.
I hope that she's thinking, shouldn't they just be in the wild?
They do.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that they don't, but I would love to have a white tiger. It's actually
Like, I
my
don't-
favorite.
I'm not saying they don't, but I'm
I
gonna
don't
take
give
advantage
a
of
fuck.
that.
Like they belong in the wild, but I don't give a damn.
Say I don't, but I'm gonna contribute to the problem.
Yeah.
Like nah, but
Like, yeah.
honestly, I would love to have a tiger as a pet. I don't care if it eats me while I'm
Dude.
sleeping. I would love to have a tiger as a pet. That'd be cool as fuck. Just like I wouldn't even
No.
show it off to people. I would just admire myself for being able to have a tiger in my house as a pet. That would be
There
sick.
we go.
That would be fucking awesome. Michael,
Dude.
what do you think about having a pet tiger?
Why not?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly
No.
what I'm saying.
No.
Next thing you
As
know,
long as it's
next thing you know,
trained.
next stream, Michael's gonna be sitting on camera with a pet tiger, letting him sit on some Four Roses boy, sitting there just talking.
Just like
Yeah,
just,
I'll get like a
use your shot,
$500
buddy.
bottle of whiskey.
I'm like, no.
I think we
No.
broke. I think we broke Jordy. No.
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 Dude, okay, you
I
can't
don't-
tell me if it's actually properly trained and everything, that wouldn't be something badass to have.
Look at Mike
No.
Tyson, bro. We wouldn't have the movie Hangover if Mike Tyson didn't buy a tiger.
Facts.
Okay.
This is true.
Facts. Think about that, big boy.
Think about it. Think about that. Think about that.
We can see we can have Michael Jackson as a hologram. You don't think they can?
Michael Jackson.
You don't think they can CGI a tiger on Hangover? What the
They
fuck?
wouldn't-
Yeah.
They wouldn't have the idea in the story.
Fuck. You don't need a tiger. You don't need a tiger.
I think actually I think Mike Tyson actually owns like 5 or 6 of them.
Oh my god.
He lives in Texas.
Of course he does. Of course he does, bro. That's insane.
I just
What
wanted
el-
to point that out for you guys.
Well, what else is Texas doing? Is there anything more?
Texas
Is that
is
is like
giving away letters of marque. If you don't know what that is, it goes back to the early 1700s in pirate days. You can apply for a letter of marque and go steal Russian yachts and plunder them like pirates. And
what?
legally, like you're legally a pirate to plunder Russian ships right now.
That's lit, dude. That's lit as fuck.
I'm not going to share my screen again because it's a pain in the ass. But I actually have seen the legislature for it. They passed a law that you can get a letter of marque from the state of Texas that is signed off by the president that you have the ability with lethal force to go after Russian ships and take them for your own financial gain.
What?
Huh. That's insane.
Mhm.
Huh.
As not as military members, but as just private,
So you can take it back to America if you get one?
Yep. And they give a reward for it, and then you can scrap it.
What?
I wonder how much
I'm
the
not
reward
scrapping
is.
shit! That's gonna be my daily driver!
I want my super yacht.
Why not?
Your daily driver.
Yeah.
Give me my military tank right now!
They're passing that law through the House. So
Oh, really? Okay. Huh.
interesting.
That's interesting. That's
Casually
very
bring over
interesting.
an Apache helicopter.
Oh yeah,
Right.
facts, bro. Facts. Just landed on your roof.
Saying, man, like it.
This is my helicopter with 2 machine
I got
guns
a
on
parking
it.
lot next to my house currently. I could park it in.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like
just
I
have
was
a
like,
whole
I was reading into it. Like, what are the stipulations as far as like, because you got to bring it back to U.S. waters,
Yeah.
Right.
at some point, unless you just take all the shit off it and then sink it. But you'd have to bring it back to U.S. waters, and basically you get to keep anything on it as far as like financially,
Mhm.
and then when you come back to U.S. waters, you'll get paid by the government for taking one of these yachts, like as a reward,
Oh,
and then
I'm keeping the yacht.
Yachts
and
are
then-
like,
and then
I'm
you can
living
choose to
on the
scrap
yacht.
it.
yeah, like some of those yachts over there are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
insane.
scrapping none of that
I
shit.
saw that, was reading into it. I was like, oh my god.
You know how much
There's-
more money you'll get
know how-
for selling it on the black
You know how
market?
many rednecks are going to be in airboat
Redneck?
trying to... Yeah, I can't say it. You know how many rednecks are going to be in airboat trying to run out there for anything with a Russian flag
Give me
on
your
it?
yacht, bitch! That's mine now, boy!
Shooting the piss out of it from an airboat,
You better
driving
put
across
your
the
guns
swamp.
down. That's our yacht, bitch. We're coming
Wanda.
aboard, boy.
You want to die for some chickens? Someone.
You want to die for that boat, boy?
I'll fuck you up, boy. I'll fuck you up real good for that
I'm
yacht,
telling
boy.
you right now, if Russia tried to invade us, they would lose 100% because they can't even win up against Ukraine. Don't you on me. Look how small Ukraine is compared to us. And plus, all of our civilians have more guns than our
You
own
do
government.
know, but you do know they have a missile.
And we
Russia
also have
a mi-
missiles. We also have
You,
nukes.
you do know they have a missile that
Russia has
literally. Yeah, I was gonna say they have more for one, and for two, they have a missile that we cannot counter-react like at all. Like
The
no, we can't.
Sarvama.
We can't see it. We can't see it coming. We don't know when it would come. We don't know how it would
That's-
Do
oh,
come.
that-
we have one of those?
You say that it's the hypersonic.
Yeah,
weapon
the
system you're talking
hypersonic. Yeah.
They have a
They,
couple.
you say that, but there's never been one recorded tested. Like we've never actually seen one recorded tested, but they say they have them. So
Yeah, apparently they have a couple of them.
yeah. So I'm not taking anything away from that subject, but they also say a lot of other things
Right.
that
Right.
are not true. But they say they have it.
If we're
but
talking
we've
about
never
ground combat,
we've never actually seen it
All right,
utilized.
let's leave nukes out of this.
No,
Ground
we were talking
combat,
about
Air
something
Force
else.
tanks and all that shit. Fuck you think
Well,
is gonna happen?
it wouldn't be just Russia and America, bro.
I know that. Obviously, we have a whole NATO, but
I'm
just saying.
it would be.
You ain't never seen Red Dawn, baby boy. What's wrong with you?
My thing is we couldn't go against Russia and China, bro.
No,
that's a lot.
Of course, not
There's
by
no way.
ourselves. Not by
And
ourselves.
Russia, if a Russia attacked us, and China's right behind them,
we have UK.
yeah, but by the time they come, we're gonna be fucked, bro. We're gonna
Yeah.
be fucked. Cause like you gotta think, dude.
A lot of resources.
No matter how many guns we own, right? They have more people and they have more technology over there. They have more guns. I mean, they can make, dude, like shit like
Yeah,
that.
but that's the thing is I don't know if China would a realistic thing in a business because China's almost ran as a business,
Yeah.
right?
But
And,
we-
and we are what makes China money, like the most amount of money. I don't know if that would be in best interest because we are the ones that literally pay them the most.
Yeah, which,
Well,
is
that's
why,
true.
which is why it doesn't make sense. Is why they're allies with Russia
But
and not with us.
we're also in debt because Russia and China are both dictators, so that's why.
Well, I know what you're saying about the debt, which is a factor. Yes, I realize that, but
And
like,
also, like
if
we
they
are,
invade us, they're not getting that debt back.
that's true. But we're also trying to do like a sneaky remove or like move over here, trying to make shit from America now. And it's like, I wonder what's gonna happen with there. So say we do accomplish making everything in America.
Yeah.
Oh, Chinese
they-
can adapt, baby. Boy.
Yeah.
I promise you that they will adapt to the next
think-
thing. I promise.
My question is, I wonder, will our government just ignore the debt and just say fuck them,
No,
or do
I
you
don't
think
think
imagine that.
they're
I
gonna
don't
keep
know.
on paying?
Well, to be fair, our credit rating already dropped
Yeah.
years ago
All
with
right.
them because we were AAA credit rated. Now we're double.
But
Double A.
but you got to look at it like this: isn't every other country in debt also?
Not ever. No, not necessarily. A lot of countries build. I mean, see, a lot of countries come. It does come from China, but there's also a lot of countries that make their own shit, or just don't get it from China and they get it from somewhere else.
Part of it is our industrial military complex. That's why we're in so much goddamn debt. And and judging by how much money we put into our military and the strength of our military versus what we're actually seeing from our number one competitor, I say we can make some budget cuts.
Yeah.
We could trim a little fat and we'll be fine. I mean,
But hold on, if we keep building up and keep bulking more, we could possibly never lose and be number one forever, and we will be America number one.
I
But we're
don't-
not number one. yet.
Exactly, we could
in anything,
be. I didn't
except
say
for
we are.
incarceration
That we
per 100,000
could
people.
be.
No, there would no.
It's possible. It's possible.
No.
Anything's
the-
possible. Don't diss on America. We are Americans. We are America.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Come on. I got myself a glass. I'm enjoying myself. Come on, let's go.
What are we doing? A shot, boys?
Let's take a shot.
Oh,
Let's take a
fuck.
shot.
That's not a shot, Jordan. What is that?
Bro.
He has to pace himself. That's also Bacardi.
yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it was
It's-
Bacardi. My fault. I've been
It's
drinking.
Bacardi, and I had to pace myself because
Oh yeah.
my lady,
Yeah,
my lady
yeah.
made
Last time. Yeah, I got it.
yeah. Hang on. Oof,
Woo!
oof. Don't smell it.
You just gotta kind
Yes,
of go
okay.
with it.
Chaser with the platinum. You're chasing it with Pepsi. Sheesh.
It's cherry
My
Pepsi.
boy.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Ugh.
You
Fuck.
You don't like Bacardi?
Obviously not,
I
bro.
love Bacardi, bro. That shit is.
I'm a
great.
fucking.
Is it
I'm a
which
fucking
one?
No, it's well. I don't. It's just gold Bacardi. I just know that.
Oh, it's probably like the
It's
spice.
probably like the
I don't know, it's
45% or the third.
I don't know, but I just know.
It should be a 45.
Yeah, that's what
I
I was
just-
thinking of 45.
I just know that I want my Jack Daniels back, bro.
Jack Daniels. Good.
I mean, not Jack
Jim
Daniels,
Beam.
fucking-
Jim Beam.
No, not Jim Beam. Fucking fuck. Captain Morgan.
Oh
Shit.
yeah,
So
Captain
if
Morgan.
you ever get some of this, I just want to point out this is what Michael recommended to me. It's Highland Park 12-year-old Viking Honor.
And it's dog shit, right?
It tastes like an ashtray. In case you ever wanted to know, it's like I feel like I'm chewing on a cigarette butt when I'm drinking.
Ugh.
That's what you're
So-
trying to. That's what you're trying to drink on, baby.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, so it doesn't, especially if it's chilled. It's a lot better.
Well, yeah, mine's piss warm, so
Yes, that's not helping at all.
it's been sitting on the desk the whole time. So
If it's
Yeah.
chilled, it really helps it.
Okay, then I'm glad to know that.
And get Haku vodka. It's a Japanese vodka. It's really good.
No, that shit's like water.
It is. It's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous vodka, but it's a very smooth, only a tiny bit of a hint, but like it's literally like it's one of the best vodkas I've ever had. I could literally grab the bottle, drink it straight like it's water.
You ever had vodka?
No, but it sounds amazing. It's probably vodka and tequila, and I need that.
Yeah, it's vodka tequila mix.
Gimme.
You want to talk about a hard drive wipe and forget about an X really fast?
One nighter, might it?
Drink yourself a bottle of that, homeboy. And it's you ain't gonna remember what her name was,
or in Memphis' case, give him Don 151.
or what the one before.
No, it really
her was.
is Don. All right, listen, boys. I don't think I said this on the podcast, but one night I was on the podcast drinking Don Quinn 151, and when I got off of the podcast, I don't know what the fuck happened. I guess I blacked out, and my girl told me the next day. But I apparently I got off my game, woke her up out of a dead sleep, was like, we're having sex right now. Wake up. And then we started doing it right on the bed, and I was like, all right, get on the floor, we're going to the floor. Start going on the floor, and then I just go to sleep in the middle of it and pass out on the floor butt ass naked. And she goes to sleep on the bed. I wake up butt naked on the floor. What the fuck happened? Babe, wake up. What happened last night? She's like, explain it to me. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? There's no way this happened. I don't remember any of that.
That's like the night I was at your house, Memphis, and me and you drank the entire bottle of Kraken and Aviation Gin. At some point, I started eating spaghetti because I blacked out. I remember none of it.
Yeah.
And apparently I got all over his door and everything.
Interesting.
He did. He got it all over my fucking door, and I had I think Angelica cleaned it. I don't know. I was pretty drunk too, but the door had to be cleaned because his ass. I remember it because I was still like able to remember everything. Just imagine there's a door right in front of me. All right, he's just sitting there like, Memphis, where can I sit down? And he comes in and he grabs the door and he's like, ugh. Oh, God. And he fucking hits the spaghetti onto the door, but like, and then he grabs the back of the little black plastic thing and he moves it up the door and like scoops it back into his little plate and then like, Memphis, where do I sit? I gotta sit down. And me and Michael finished 2 bottles that night.
Chippy.
Damn.
It was gin and Kraken.
So Jordy, you want me to wrap it up on a horrendous story time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a horrendous story time. It's about me and my high school time frame.
Okay.
When I was pre-arrest, by the way. So to set it up, a buddy of mine was raised by his grandparents, and they were retired, so they were never home. So we had a 5-bedroom house to go to in the middle of the woods that was empty every weekend. So what do people in high school do?
Yeah.
Parties, bro.
We know what's going on. He was like
good.
He was like the rich kid out of the entire group. Like we're all dirt poor except for him.
Yeah.
Right.
That was kind of how it works. So we all had like our own room. Like out of everybody in our group, we had like our own room in the weekends. So, like this is your room, and your room, like that type of thing. So like I would rent mine out and be like, hey man, you want to take the girl you just met at this party there and there? Just give me $20, and I'd kind of be a dick. But anyway,
$20.
So I went in.
$20.
I got my buddy hammered drunk. He's trying to play quarters and make out with this chick she brought to the party, and he was like, kind of being loudmouthy.
Uh-huh.
And he kept calling me out in quarters. I was like, you guys know what quarters is?
Yeah.
You throw
Fuck
the
yeah.
quarter down, get it into the cup, and you drink
bounce it into the shot glass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love
so
that game. It's fun.
He called me out like 3 times in a row. I was like, okay, obviously you have a problem with me, and I am unrealistically insane at that game. Like I will murder souls at that game. I am shit at beer pong, but I will murder people at quarters. Like I don't know why.
Beer
So-
pong, I am great with.
I crushed this kid to the point where he was making out with his chick and he passed out while he's mid session, like midway through, and he just fell over. Done. So she latched on to one of our other buddies. Well, I went to bed and so I figured, hey, homeboy is sleeping on the floor. I'm gonna go get in the big bedroom, which was his. I go in there, I lay down on my side, I'm hammered, room spinning. Like, I'm only maybe 16 at the time.
Whoa, you underage drink? Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm 29 now. Too late. Anyway,
More incrimination.
yep, 13 years later. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I don't recommend it to anyone.
Yeah,
But,
drinking is irresponsible.
Oh yeah. I was really old in high school. I was 21 years old. Anyway,
Got a lot.
disclaimer. So room spinning. I'm laying there. My arms I'm laying on my arms under the pillow, and I hear people bust in. I'm like, oh my god, leave. That's all I said. That's all I said was just leave. They didn't hear me. I hear 2 people like jump on the bed, and it's my friend and the chick that, not the same friend I made pass out, but the chick he was making out with was with somebody else who was another friend of mine. And they jump on the bed right in front of me, and I'm talking like she backs it up on me, and I'm like, yo! And I even said it. I was like, yo, I'm sleeping here! And they keep going. And then all of a sudden I feel this. Right here. Like latch, interlock fingers, and like grabbing, like not wanting to let you go type of grab.
Uh-huh.
Like your
And
mind.
I leaned up and I was like, hey, bro, that's my fucking hand, not hers. And he goes, I just hear out of nowhere, like the making out stops. And it goes, my bad.
My bad.
My bad.
My
What
bad,
the
dog.
fuck, dude?
My
What
bad,
the
dog.
fuck?
I went from fucked up, room spinning to stand up, walked the fuck out the room. I was like, all right, y'all have fun.
Then now.
I went downstairs and I'm sitting there. I was like, I just went completely sober. Like I just went from hammered as shit to just sober as fuck, and I just stayed up drinking the rest of the night because I was like,
At that point.
that was terrifying. He came down like it was like an hour later. He came down. He's like, "What's up, dude?" I was like, "Hey, man, what the fuck?" He goes,
Right.
"Go ahead."
No, I said, I was just saying, right.
Oh no. He came down he came down an hour later and for a smoke. He comes down and I look at him. I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he just busts out laughing. He's like, sorry, dude. Like he's like, the only thing I can say was my bad. like sorry, dude.
What else can you say though? Like, bro, my bad. I grabbed your hand while I was banging this bitch.
My
Like
bad.
you,
Well,
you can't really like.
Talk about this
Okay,
next
if you were in his shoes, what would you say to your buddy when you
I
walk
don't know.
downstairs?
I don't
That's
even think I'd say
what I'm
anything.
saying. Like, what would you say? Like, you can't really. You grabbed your homeboy's hand while you were fucking a woman. You can't really put a picture on what you would say when you walk downstairs. You can't
even
really
gonna
do that.
I wasn't even trying to participate or nothing. I wasn't trying to be like that. I was just trying to go to sleep, and like they just like threw themselves on me. I'm like, yo, just,
Right.
Like,
yo.
What could
Maybe they
you
wanted
say
you too.
for him? That's
I don't know. I honestly, now if you put it that way, I don't know if there's anything I could have actually spewed out that would have made it better.
You should have when he grabbed your hand, you should have went, "Hiya, nutty."
You should
Raise
have
my
credit card
stick,
extended warranty.
You should have been
well,
like, oh
his-
yeah, squeeze harder, big boy.
Get real deep. Whoa, this chick's got a penis.
Is that his ass?
That was one of my high school
I gotta pee.
occurrences, we'll say.
High school
Oh, yeah.
experiences. Not
That
on that,
That
on
was
that,
about,
what?
that was about
Wait,
that
if
was
I'm
about a
ending
month.
It, then I'm not gonna go pee yet.
Yeah. That was about a month before I got arrested in the fun stop.
Well, too bad that you got arrested. Maybe you shouldn't have, bro. For the crime.
Maybe we shouldn't try to cut a mailbox in half with a two-handed sword.
Yeah, I mean,
You?
that'd be a smart thing to do is not cut a mailbox in half, bro. That's the moral of the story. That's the moral of this whole episode is don't do what Mike did.
Yeah, I got plenty of stories.
Don't be like Mike.
Yeah.
Don't be like Mike.
Plenty of stories.
Be better.
Do better,
Do better.
please.
And if you're if you're even close to being like Mike,
Fix yourself.
do you see your future right here? Do you see where he's at right now? Do you see?
I'm doing pretty good. No.
That's true. That's true.
It took a lot of
You can't argue with that. He's actually doing pretty good.
it took a lot of quicksand to get here, but
That's true. I
doing
mean,
pretty good.
now you're pretty good. You should be pretty. Hopefully, I mean, I would say that you kind of have like a pretty set life now,
I got all the bad stuff taken care of first.
and now you got all the good stuff to take care of.
That's what I'm hoping. But just let me live my truth, okay?
let me live my truth. Okay.
It's been too good for too.
You should-
It's been too good for too long. Something's bound to change.
You should write a book, bro.
Jeez.
I've
should
actually
write a
thought about it. I really have. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I
just
mean,
like,
I would read it.
like just the dumb things that have occurred in my past.
Right. I'd read it. Well,
Yeah, why not?
on that note, we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna say that was a great episode. I think that was a good episode.
Tell me
We talked.
We talked a lot. We talked about a lot and gave a lot, and I feel like it was good altogether. Honestly, because we all shared everything. We all had a good. I had a
Definitely
great
learned a lot more
time.
about Mike.
I honestly had a blast tonight. Honestly tonight was great. I
mean,
usually I don't like open up like that and get out there like that, but tonight I was just feeling myself,
All right. Well,
I mean
Again-
you can look at me like an asshole, you can look at me like a
I'm
whatever.
not looking at you.
am
I
not
just
your
want you to send
normal
proof.
human being, and that's all
I
I'm
want.
gonna say.
You said you're getting in touch with yourself. I was trying to tell you send proof, man. I mean, people
Wait,
make money off that these days.
You want me to touch myself? I'll send you my OnlyFans link. Hit me with $20
Well-
an hour.
well, we're gonna wrap this episode up. This was a great one, and while Memphis beats his wife, we're gonna make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on.
Disclaimer:
And
I've never beaten any woman in my life.
Don't forget to leave a comment and have a great fucking rest of the night. This is fucking drunken.
I
Idiot.
never beat my wife in my life.
Cheers, boys. Cheers.
Fuck you, Jordan. I love you, bastard.
Don't beat your wife no more.
I never
That was a
have.
great ending. He just snuck it in there mid